A private retirement home in Dorval is facing a lawsuit for neglect and mistreatment. 31 residents have died since mid-March. CBC's Jay Turnbull is on the story live from Montreal. What do you know about this litigation, Jay?
Well, Suhana, it was just filed yesterday. Basically, the lawsuit application alleges owners subjected the residents to the CHSLD Herron to neglect, mistreatment, pain and discomfort, and have robbed them of their dignity. Now, this was brought on by Barbara Schneider. Now, her mother, a 93-year-old Mary Schneider, was in the Herron home only for a few weeks, and it was back in April 10th when she actually died. We spoke to Barbara Schneider just last weekend, just after her mother died, and she said it was just incredibly quick how badly her condition deteriorated. Here she is.
From what happened to when she went into this last time, like day and night, I don't know how she had gone from that point so quickly, that she had deteriorated so fast. If I could have, I would have broken down the doors to walk in to be able to see what was happening, but I had no info, nothing, what was going on.
Jay, I know you've spoken with the lawyer involved. What were you told?
Well, this is a request for a class action suit. Now, he says, Barbara Schneider's case, or Mary Schneider's case rather, is one of many that he's heard. So he says also, this isn't just representing the people who died, the families of people who died at the Herron. He says it's also involving people who were just there but were mistreated or miscared for. This morning I spoke to them, and here's what he had to say.
In horrible conditions, no medication, left in their own feces and urine, dehydrated, malnutrition, unclothed, all those types of things, where the proper care and assistance and the fee that they were paying on a monthly basis was not being given to them. So that class action encompasses them as well.
And he brings up again what we heard there from Barbara Schneider, that they had no access. They didn't know what the condition their parents or loved ones were in. We're hearing all these cases about people getting sick inside that home, but people couldn't get access or hear from their loved ones to know what they were feeling or how they were doing. For now, this potential lawsuit is set at $2 million, but the lawyer there says that could increase. It depends on how many people sign up for now. Now, as far as the group Catassa, which owns the Herron, they haven't even received a copy of the request. Courts obviously are very slow right now with the pandemic, so the request has been filed. It could take a while before a judge rules whether or not this can go ahead. Now, Catassa has said that it notified the local health authority once it first heard of the COVID-19 cases inside the home. There was one death and 2 positive cases, and that's when they called the local CHUS, we call it here, the local health authority, and that's when the government stepped in. So it's saying, it did all it could to get ahead of this problem. It was definitely facing a staff shortage issue because so many of its own staff members as well were sick with COVID-19 or in quarantine.
Thanks for that, Jay. We'll talk again. CBC's Jay Turnbull in Montreal.